Hey, does your camera automatically turn with the phone?
Yeah. You can leave it that way. That's fine. You gotta leave it the same way. Okay, close the door.
I don't think you are. That's what you're saying, but
Close the door. Okay. So, we gotta measure the paper first. Right? So it's gonna cover that. That's how much it's gonna cover. Oh, without it falling on. So I have a fancy tool to cut wrapping paper. Looks like this. If not, you could just use your scissors. So now we got this piece. So now this side's too long. You're gonna measure it. So you go in here and make sure one side fits. Come over here. Look at this side. Make sure one side fits right here, right? That's how much we need on both sides. So you come over here, and I like the pictures, ones with the designs on it. Okay, is it looking at this part here? Because then you can kind of tell, like I need to cut by this little silver square. And then cut down.
Make sure your cuts are completely even.
As even as they possibly can. If not, you make it work. And then we bring it to the middle. So we have both that amount of space on both sides, right? So, and here comes the taping part. We have a tape in the middle. It's always best to tape it in the middle. On the top piece, I like to get a piece closer to the edge, and then another piece on this edge. Right? So on here, come over here. We're gonna hold these two. See the two pieces that are folded together, and we're gonna tape that in the middle. So we can hold those two flaps securely down. So when we do all of our rest of our folds, and it's better if you get tape that's fat. This is that skinny tape I bought.
It does not work well at all. I tried wrapping your present with it, and I kept getting...
Oh, I found the other tape. So I bought this one. This one's actually like gift wrapping tape. It's silly, but it's fatter. And it's just better. Like when you use actual gift wrapping tape. It's my favorite. Okay, so then I crease these sides. You go to the edge, crease them. And then you're going to fold those pieces in. See, fold them down, make triangles, and you fold it in, crease it there. And you crease it in the inside. When you're getting started, oh, it's kind of messed up. It's better to tape right here at these sides because it just holds it still. And as you get further along, you don't really need that much tape because you'll be able to hold it and tape it up. And then you take this piece and you fold it up to those pieces. And if it's a little, like I don't know what happened right here. I think it's because I'm doing it so far away from my body. And you just get one in the middle. The next one I'll mess up on so you can see how to fix it. It depends on the kind of wrapping paper you get. Most of the time, the tape comes right up. So if it's kind of like messed up a little, I break that tape, and then I'll actually use this gift wrapping tape. Much better. So then I do the same thing here. And what I see how this piece is too long right here. It doesn't like go in there. What you can do here is when you actually need the regular scissors, and we're gonna cut in like halfway, not the whole thing. Like right on that crease. So if this was like the box extended, it would be right at that crease. And that's where you want to cut. And then you want to cut inside. And just cut this little extra flap here off. So it looks like this. And then so there, when you take it in the middle, see how it has this weird kind of like look in there? And then we need a fat piece of tape.
Emphasis on the fat piece of tape.
And then again, crease the sides. And it's better when this side's already done because then you can stand it up. It's much easier to stand up.
It is.
See, crease there. We're going to fold that down and crease this side. We could just do one at a time. No, that's that piece of tape. It's alright. So, and then I'm gonna. I like to make sure it gets taped on the box so then it doesn't actually move. See? Right here. See, this one's big all the way around. When it's too big, when it goes around the present, I like to fold it down. What are you doing?
I'm fixing the view.
See? And you could always put extra pieces of tape right here if it kind of got messy. So then the ribbon. This is like old ribbon that I've had.
It's called
I think it's the
Sparkle.
same size as this present. I'm just going to test the size to see if I need another one. I will. That one's not going to fit. Because I want to show you how I do the twist. Oh, this one has a bunch of glitter. This is
Perfect.
pretty ribbon. Look at this ribbon. I love it. So I like to get my ribbon. First time starting, just get like one roll. Oh, that's still not big enough. I just want to show you how we wrap it. Alright, I'll have to cut a new piece. I'll just do the white one. Just plain white. Nothing fancy. I probably have more of that other ribbon. Look at this. I have clothes in my clothes. Okay, so you guys were in this box, so my ribbon is kind of like...
That wasn't me that was in your box the first time. That was Dad.
Okay.
No,
So
seriously.
it wasn't Elijah, it was Dad, but they were all together.
Yes, we were in this room wrapping your gifts, but
What
Dad
happened?
did
I
get
got
them all out.
Stuck.
Dad went through the box and got all the boxes out.
Okay, well. So, how you measure, you get alongside on that. So you want to start with the top of the box, not the part. I call this is the bottom of the box. Let me put an extra piece of tape there.
Creases
The
the
bottom of the
bottom.
box is the part where it's has the creases and stuff. That's the bottom of the box. You want to start at the top of the box. Get a long piece of ribbon in the middle of the box. Flip it over. We're still holding it. It's still connected to the whole thing. So you bring it up pretty far, and then what you do is you take them and you just cross them. Okay, cross them. So then you cross them right here. So it's like that. So it's just this way, that way. You cross them. Right here, you can put tape there if you want to put tape there. I sometimes don't. I bring it back over, so we still have it on this side. So then I cut right here, so I could still like tie it. And then this is where we actually have to tie it. So you want to give it a good double. I sometimes do a double knot. Sometimes I don't tie it in the knots because I could just hold it with my finger as I'm tying a bow. But I have to like hold this here. I put my finger here and then tie it in bow. If you can't do that, just tie it double. I'm going to double knot it right here and then it'll stay as you're doing it. But I don't like to do that because it's harder to take off and then I can't reuse my ribbons. I reuse my ribbons, so I don't like that. And then tie it in a bow. Don't try to, just make sure it's nice and tight. See, it's just a really simple white bow, but it just looks really cute. And then get colored pens or like
Specifically, Sharpies that do not bleed through and shine on the piece of
sharps.
paper.
I don't know if this one still works. I've had this for a couple years.
I don't think that one
So,
works.
oh, it does. 2 Jalissa. See, it's kind of rub out. I had a pink one, but the girls keep taking from me. I don't really know where it's at. I'm gonna use the green,
The green shirt.
so it stands out more. 2. I like writing on the boxes versus the tags. I don't know. It's just me. And this one,
Boxes.
from Mom. Really can't see it all the way, so they really have to actually look at the gifts. I don't know why. I liked having them search through the boxes and read the names. So now
Makes it more fun.
I'm gonna do one
That isn't square.
that isn't square. Should I do one that isn't square so you can see a funky one? I don't know what I'm doing with this.
Put a bow on it. Put a bow on it and put it in the bag. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not wrapping this. I don't know yet. So this I need to put in a box. Like the little boxes you were saying. That's a big one.
That's the size that this is small. Oh, this is the smallest
Oh,
size.
maybe I do need a bigger one. Oh no, I don't. Look at that. I need just a lid to this.
A lid. I said this.
So things that are not good to wrap, like this, even this, you could put in, or just a gift box or a gift bag.
See, I tried to do that with your
Like
shirt,
this.
and I couldn't.
Why are you telling me what I got?
Oh, of course.
It's okay. Look it right here. Boom. And then with here, you need a little bit of tissue. How do you make this a little bit more fancy? See?
That's what we did to the riot. Endless hole of tissue. Tissue, 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 tissue.
This is all the tissues that I've gotten over the years after the sales. I go and I get these for like 25 cents on New Year's Day.
Simple.
So this, wrap it.
Don't forget that egg. That
And
Lego
so
egg.
make sure it's all.
Don't forget that Lego egg for Jalissa too.
What?
That Lego egg for Jalissa too.
It's right here. Okay. I'm thinking put that on the stocking. And then you just put it right in there. You kind of tuck it in a little bit more. And what you do when you want them like tucked in and you don't want them to be able to see inside, you're going to take these two pieces.
And you're gonna put something inside.
And you're going to tie them. We're going to use this. This is a really long green piece. I could have used this for the other present. And we're going to cut a piece off.
So there's tops to those boxes, and I didn't know that.
So you didn't wrap it with the top?
No, I just folded this. I just
Folded
it.
it and put it inside.
However I could, and I just put it right. I just put it in the wrapping paper and just wrapped it up and just put it over there. Like that's it. There's no. The boxes do not shut. That's why I always wonder how you wrap it in boxes.
And I usually don't put anything on the bags. I just kind of remember who had what. I could just touch it and tell. But I like to get the little tie ones. I use them all when I gave my gifts to my ladies at work. So that one. And so now let me... Oh, you want to put it over here?
So we know that they're
over there. Pajamas. Maybe I won't put these in a box. And sometimes I'll put these in a box. But that's just like a waste of time.
12 minutes.
This, I'm going to have to put in a box because Jules is going to touch this and know what it is.
Well, yeah. Like,
So she's going to know what that is. So that is going to have to be in a box. That's a little bigger of a box.
okay.
No, that's not the way to throw it.
I'm not throw it in here.
So
Jesus.
maybe in a bag. So you have to take inventory of what you have. This is a bag. This is kind of cute. I'm going to wrap it just so you can see. Where's that? I had that. Oh, look at this. So you know how I cut the piece of the wrapping paper off, right? And I save all those little pieces because you never know when you're going to have a present that fits it perfectly.
Oh, hi.
Does it fit it perfectly?
Say it to your mom. Hi, Mom.
Oh, it does. Look at that. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to use this one.
That's just
I like
odd.
to keep all those, and that's why I like to cut my when I first measure it, I like to cut it nice and straight. And see how this wrapping paper is very sensitive, and it kind of cut. So we're going to put the ugly side inside.
Oh, yeah. It's very sensitive.
So
I think it's the
you
paper
can't
that
really
I cut
tell.
and almost
This is why I don't like too cheap wrapping paper, like from the dollar store and stuff, because it does this. Don't spend a lot of money, but don't get the cheapest one either, because then it's going to rip and it's going to be a lot harder. It makes a difference on how easy it's going to be to wrap the wrapping paper itself.
Because then it's too thin.
Oh, look at it. So I have all this extra, right? You can do a couple different things.
That's what I did to Dominic. So I just did that.
So we could just come over here so you can see. Come on top. Yeah, okay. So it's just kind of long. So I'm gonna kind of just leave it long. Make sure it's all together. I'm just gonna kind of crease it right there. Oh, I'm just gonna fold it and fold it again. So it's kind of like, it's not gonna look too pretty.
But it's
This
gonna
is-
look like a present, so that's
It's
just
gonna look like a present. See, I'm gonna tuck it in so this part's about it now. It's just about tucking in all the corners. Yes, son.
Santa doesn't even have to give us any presents.
Why?
Because you guys are making presents.
Because Santa is every single mom.
and,
Oh.
he's
Santas
just
live in mom's heart.
he's a fantasy made up so kids will be good.
Santa lives in every single mom's heart. Okay, and then so see how it's all nice
That's
and
what the Grinch is not. The
Right.
Grinch is not being good.
the Grinch is just as good as Spider-Man. Right here.
No, what? Yeah.
So it's kind of sticking up like this one's kind of like being weird. He's got it. It's just good tape placement. See? The same thing. Make sure it's tight, but not too tight that you're gonna rip it.
I'll make sure Jalissa never sees this one. I'll make sure to the fact that it's behind the tree so that they won't
Yeah,
see
but see, it's gonna be this way. I forgot to tell you about the placement of the paper right in the front.
No, it's close. Let's turn that section.
What are you turning stuff?
Turning the light view and the view of the camera so that I don't have to move my hand all the time to get a top view.
Just to get a little extra tape on the corners of these kind of presents, since the wrapping paper kind of breaks a lot, so you got to tape the edges. Because this one has a tendency of breaking right here. You'll know which wrapping paper you have that rips and which ones don't. Okay. So that's the reason I'm securing it, and it's an odd shape.
Water everywhere. Yeah, but you teaching her that. Stop. Stop pouring the water. You don't let her do that.
Okay. Now for this one, oh, I can use this fun one. Right? So this one, I'm not going to go like back and forth. It's a little too back and forth. I'm just going to do one. So in that one, you want to, if you're going to just do one, you're not going to do the crisscross.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross
Something just
maple
beat
sauce.
Pepper.
Crisscross maple sauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Maple. Maple sauce.
This gonna be good.
Crisscross
I'm
maple
gonna
sauce.
just
Like
tape it so
pizza
you can see.
Like pizza sauce.
Pizza sauce.
Pizza
Who's
sauce.
pizza sauce?
You.
Your pizza sauce.
I love pizza sauce.
I'm not pizza sauce either.
Yes, you are.
Like, no, you are.
Tired.
You are.
You are.
I'm not a sauce. You are.
Like, I'm not a sauce. You are.
Saucy.
I wish I knew how to make that.
It's not
See, you
that-
tape it right there, and then so when you go, make sure just the pretty side. There's a not pretty side, the pretty side. Make sure the pretty side's showing.
You're getting closer, getting closer, you're getting closer.
Back up a little bit,
I am.
and then see the pretty side again. Make sure the pretty side is getting wrapped around, and then right here, when you go to do the inside, you have to take it and you gotta twist so the pretty side comes out. So your finger is pushing out the pretty side. Okay, so you just gotta do it slow. And then it gets kind of messy at first, and you gotta do it hard, like.
It's just.
You gotta make sure it's hard and tight. And I have all this extra, right? I'm not gonna cut it. I'm gonna do the same thing. Do another bow. Like I'm gonna start it this way. Again, make sure the pretty side gets wrapped around. Make sure I'm doing it the other way.
That
I
was
can't go
that,
way. I
that
have
was
to
like
go
that.
this way.
That
The light in the room is getting
was like
darker.
how you tie your shoe.
It is kind of like exactly the way you tie your shoe, and then you gotta twist it around again. And then you just kind of play with the bow. Like the first time you do it, it's not gonna be perfect.
That's a
And
present.
this is like This is the
Your sauce.
ribbon that has wire in it. Oh, let's see, it has like wires coming out of it. Let's cut those out because this is like old ribbon. So, okay.
Ribbon wires cut the wires.
When
And
the
then
wires
just
cut
twist
the
it
wires,
around the
break
circle.
your head off.
And then you go and you pump these all up. See? Oh, and you got glitter everywhere. I'm not gonna even write a name on this one, so then she has to discuss.
Who's that for?
Somebody that lives in this house.
It is
And
I think we're
that's
good.
how to
Oh.
wrap these
for Joe.
gifts.
It is for
Okay,
Joe.
let's do one more.
What are you doing?
Mom. Bye, Mom.
Bye, Bobby.
Let's
Say-
do some more. I'll just show it.
Huh?
Take out the price of the other one.
Wait, you want me to show her more?
Yeah, but stop in and start chicken.